Dear Mooji, for many years my mind has suffered post-traumatic stress, where the thoughts and emotions have turned into illness, which has in turn created a constant storm of confusion. Yesterday, I was walking in the country and I began to watch the watcher. I experienced a change in my vision with my physical eyes, where I could see more depth, like going from looking at one-dimensional picture to a three-dimensional awareness. The trees became more alive. I was able to rest in this place for a few seconds. There was no effort. I was wondering if this was a good thing or just another trick of the mind. Thank you. I am watching your videos several hours a day while I am unemployed. I thought I was going to say, that's why I'm unemployed. So with love, Denise from New Orleans. So, okay. For many years, I suffered post-traumatic stress, with thoughts and emotions of turning to illness, has turned into problem. It's created a constant storm of confusion. Yesterday, I was walking in the country, and I began to watch the watcher. You know, sometimes I ask, because usually we talk about what we see. This thing happened to me and this, and either from memory or from your projection or from the present. We are constantly reporting from the crime scene. We're our own reporters. Yeah, this thing happened and I went and spoke to this person. They tell me to go on this way. And I said, but what about you? Not what you see, but who are you the one who see? That is. So I said, you're watching everything. But can the one who is watching, can that be watched also? And some people have felt compelled by this question and they have been following because they find something happens in this, when you try to pursue this. It doesn't just come into some strange thing. Because then they see, my God, I'm always looking at objects of thoughts and emotions and feelings and memory and so on. But who is looking at this? And as what am I looking? Who is the I who is looking? That which is looking, can that one be seen? So some people, wow, they try to follow. And some become very confused about it. Some fall asleep. But some get through, they say, wow. Like, there is no watcher. They find, they write back. There's no watcher. I was saying, I am watching, but this I is what? Who is watching? Can this I who is watching, can it be watched? And then I say, yeah, yes, but I'm sitting here, I can see. I say, no, but I am sitting here, but that can also be watched. So what is watching that one who is sitting here? And then they somehow, they go so deep. Some forgot to go to work after that. Anyhow, yesterday I was walking the country and began to watch the watcher. I experienced a change in my vision with my physical eyes, where I could see with more depth, like going from looking at a one-dimensional picture to a three-dimensional awareness. Now, I don't know how that really felt there. It's a three-dimensional awareness. Myself, sometimes, I've said that all of this is also on the screen of consciousness. But this is a three-dimensional screen, if you could follow. Normally look at flat screen like TV, the illusion of depth, you see? But say we're watching something on TV and you say, okay, everything here is a flat screen, but you can see the sense of depth and, you know, but you know that that's just a two-dimensional picture. And you are watching also this thing, okay? Thinking, wow, like this. So I once saw one thing in Papaji's videos, expressed it very well. We are watching like this, and we're looking at this movie and they say, oh yes, it's on the screen, it's just a two-dimensional thing, it's only an image. And then somehow, some camera moved back and shows that we who are watching are also on a screen watching. And so there was another watcher behind watching this, us watching the movie. I went one time to one friend of mine. I don't go out so often anymore. People invite me. I went to this house, and so she was showing me around like this. And her son, he was like maybe about 11 or 12. He was in his room playing on some kind of computer game. So I saw the television screen, and he was really in it. He was flying a plane. Like he's flying a plane. So she says, Uncle Mooji is here, you know, say hello. And he goes, hello. He doesn't want to crash his plane. And I'm watching. So I'm watching him, yeah, focusing on an image of an airplane, the nose of an airplane flying, which he identifies himself in this image. He's in this image there, no? But he's also behind playing the game, but his energy and his attention is in the image. You know? You see? Is he able to see himself like I am seeing him? And so you also are able sometime when you investigate that the common place of looking appears to be your usual place. Yes, I see this thing, and I went to this place yesterday and I saw this really nice movie and I talked it. This is our common place of looking. But as you are pointed to, but even you who are looking like that is also seen within your own vision, isn't it? And some people are able to come to see, well, oh my God. Yeah, I mean, of course, I mean, it's kind of happening and this is just my ideas, and something is looking at my ideas, and my mouth is moving, and there's awareness of that, but that awareness is not moving. Some people see this like this. And in that seeing, a great space is there. Oh my God. It's like you're out of the box. Like you're out of this box. You're out of the bubble of your usual frame of reference and your world. Where did you go? Nowhere. You're simply here. And for some people, this is like an out-of-body experience. You see? It's like for the first time, oh my God, I have been living like I'm here, living from there. But I've always been here, looking at the one thinking he's living from there. Oh my God. Is it? And that is the beginning of spirituality for many people. They realize that the perspective they've been looking from is only conditioning, believed in deeply. And that all the while, you see, they were here. And when I say the self, the pure self, it's not easy, it's not simple, it's just obvious. You understand? Sometimes they always easy, it's so easy. But it's not accurate for me to say it's easy. You see? It's only because somehow the mind is thinking it's not easy, it's very difficult, it's very complex, so I say it's easy. But more honestly, I can say, truthfully, it's not that it's easy because it's not difficult or easy. It's obvious. But it's only obvious when it's obvious. Until it's obvious, it feels very difficult. And so, what is he talking about? I don't understand what he's talking about. So, the trees became more alive. Why they became more alive? Because looking from your real place, you don't want anything. You don't want anything. You don't want even any relationship with things. But that doesn't say that relationships don't happen, because you may be a mother, a father, a husband, or something like this, and you'll find that things kind of flow, in fact, even more beautifully. Even more beautifully. Like the trees became more alive. Why? Without you. Because you always have a perspective like, I don't like these type of trees. But from the neutral place, like, you see, it's like you look at a tree, but you don't just see a tree anymore. You're experiencing the tree as consciousness. And at a certain point, it's like everything is a form of consciousness. And so the thing as a thing is not so important anymore. The thing is a form of consciousness. Everybody's a form of consciousness. You are discovering this. You're not believing this. You're not believing this. You're not hoping this. You're not projecting this. You are experiencing this. Okay. I was able to rest in this place for a few seconds. Just a few seconds. Huh? And look how significant it was. Just a few seconds. Because it's like the dimmer switch of sensitivity has been turned up for one moment. And you're seeing with new eyes, with vaster eyes. And your seeing is panoramic and unlimited. So you have a kiss from the beyond, which is only in you. And what you're going to say after that now? I was wondering if this was a good thing or just another trick of the mind. You should know. You can ask this thing. Probably the best thing happened to you. You've never had anything like that, where for a moment you are just moving, but you're not doing anything. Look, the trees became more alive. I was able to rest in this place for a few seconds. There was no effort, you see. There was no effort. And when there's no effort, when you experience no effort, what happened? You can't forget that. That's all you know. This no effort place, I have to be in this no effort. Because effort is a pain. It's not that you won't do anything. You're not going, doesn't mean you're going to spend the rest of your life in a hammock. No, of course activities will go on, but no strain. You see? I'm not trying to make life happen. I'm not trying to live a better life. I am live. I am live. And also the observing or witnessing of life is occurring to me. So I'm perceiving this also. So I was wondering if this was a good thing or just another trick of the mind. Well, if it's a trick of the mind, it's a damn good trick. No effort. In mind usually some effort, you see. He's trying to sell you no effort. Thank you for watching your videos several hours a day while I am unemployed. If you're unemployed, it's the best way to be unemployed. If you're unemployed, what is the best way to be unemployed? To be turned to this thing. You see? With love, Denise from